Welcome back, everybody. Final half hour here on this Tuesday morning. Tomorrow, we're heading out to Killdeer. Visit with the Cowboys. They are in the Class A semifinals as the number 2 seed. We'll check in with them as they get ready for their Class A semifinal on Saturday. That's coming up on the show tomorrow. But we have reached the part of the show on a Tuesday. We visit with our guy, Steve Laqua, head coach of Minnesota State University Moorhead. The Dragons off a big win over Bemidji State. They took the axe back as they get set for their regular season home finale with Jamestown on Saturday. But inquiring minds need to know, how did Halloween go at the Laqua household Friday night?
Well, I didn't realize these trick-or-treaters come around so early. I thought it was going to be safe at work in the walkthrough, so I wasn't quite safe. But then as soon as MSU and volleyball started online, I just disappeared to the basement, let the kids handle the treats at the door, and I went into my own little
Are you
world.
kidding me? You didn't go hand out any candy? Are you serious? Come on.
Well, I kept my streak alive, not handing out candy.
You told me a story. I'm not trying to embarrass you off air, but we got to ask this. Jack Strand's game, which was a record setter, he threw 7 touchdowns. You had no idea he threw 7 touchdowns in the game?
No, I heard some sort of announcement at some point in the fourth quarter about a record. I'm like, okay, whatever. Another Jack record. I'm not sure what it is. But then my wife asked me after the game, she says, well, did you guys leave Jack in at the end to get the record? I was like, what records? They really threw 7 touchdown passes. Like, he threw 7 today? Holy, like I knew he scored 7 touchdowns. Yes. I just hadn't kept track that he threw a touchdown for each one of them. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm clueless or just.
That is tunnel focus, man. Yeah, that is tunnel focus. You were in the submarine. There's no doubt. Well, let's chat about your quarterback, because we've done this for 3 years running now about his great performances. But was there anything different that stood out to you? Maybe not, about how he played on Saturday?
No, I think he was in the flow of the game, but I think he was enjoying the game. He wasn't pressing. He wasn't trying to make things happen. He was letting the game come to him. I think the receivers did a great job of finding space and making plays. And I think jumping out to a lead early helps, right? It gets you in a rhythm. It helps you feel confident. Our defense got stops. Our first drive was 99 yards. All things that kind of put you in at ease, so to say. We're like, okay, we're comfortable. We can get some things done here. Let's just keep doing what we're doing, but stay focused, stay consistent, and the game will play out for us how we want it to.
The fact that most of them are almost like screenplays or run plays for the way he scored touchdowns. I mean, he was making a couple with it on his feet there. One to Gage in the back of the end zone was really, really impressive. How has that evolved with him, his ability to maneuver the pocket and be aware in the pocket?
It's been huge. His ability to extend plays from his first year to his fourth year now is a night and day difference. He used to kind of be a tree trunk back there that, they could all come to him and you knew where he was going to be, and he took some shots or he'd get rid of it quickly. But now he moves around. He can extend plays. He did that in the game great and found open receivers. Receivers did a good job in scramble drill, but he's done over the course of the last few weeks, not just scrambling to extend it for a throw. He's scrambled to be able to make runs. And so, it's been awesome. You forget, you take for granted some things. The first touchdown of the game, the long one to BP on the post, he's under pressure. He steps up. He throws off balance 1 foot, stepping up, and that thing goes 40 yards in the air. Yeah. Hits a dot that just drops right in, hits him in stride, and BP's off to the races. And it's just like, it's 40 yards off 1 foot, off balance. That's crazy. He's a phenomenal player. It's fun to watch.
Is that what the NFL's looking at, basically, what you just described?
Well, I think that's helpful for him, that he's extending plays, he's mobile in the pocket. I think the thing that they look at, obviously there's arm strength, there's character things, there's production, but I think they look at it and go, well, of the difficult things that we have to measure of a quarterback, which is drop back pass under pressure, right? In the NFL, and in college, right, you can hide guys with play action and you move the pocket and you can throw RPOs and quick screens and whatever. The number of drop back passes that he has under pressure, which is similar to an NFL third down, 2-minute drive, we have to produce. He's got like twice as many of those type reps as anybody else that they're looking at. So when you're looking at trying to find I don't want to say a safe bet, right? Yeah. He's a Division II quarterback, but they have a lot of data points on here's what he can do on the things that he's going to ask to do at a high level. There's no like hiding or masking numbers. This is what it is, and he's doing a really good job with it.
It's going to be fun to watch when it's done. We shouldn't gloss over this, but I know you have higher goals, but by winning Saturday, you've guaranteed yourself another winning season, which you and I have been doing this show a long time. There were years that seemed like a marathon to even get to. Do you take that for granted now, knowing you have higher goals, or is that something you still say, you know what, that's pretty good, we were able to accomplish that?
Well, I think I don't want to say you take it for granted. All wins are difficult, and you want to have high standards of where you want to be for the program. And certainly we have higher aspirations of not just getting to 6-5 every year and calling and win a record. Now, if you want to step back and you want to look at it and you want to say, okay, let's take a realistic view of things here. Okay, well, we're in the bottom 25% of scholarships, budgets, facilities, anything like that. You're like, the fact that we're finishing in the top 25% is crazy to a certain extent. If you're about how you look at the Dodgers, right? There's a certain amount of money that it takes to win consistently at a high level, and then if you don't, like, you have to moneyball it. And you got to find ways. It doesn't mean you can't, but you got to have a find way attitude. And I think the guys in this program have done a phenomenal job being able to do a lot more with less, really, to be honest with you. And guys have done a great job. We buy into the culture. We find ways. Certainly we're not able to get it done every single week, but we're trying to. And we're not going to use it as an excuse. We never have. But if you're going to step back and look at it, you're like, hey, we're doing a lot of good things. Let's just keep trying to move it forward and keep getting better. No excuses. Hey, this is everybody. I'd rather be the underdog, right? Like, it's let's go at it, and everyone has their own challenges, and let's go do it, and let's find ways to do it and find joy in that. And so I've talked to coaches who've been on the other side of it. They have everything. They win all the time, and they're like, this is miserable. I'm more happy that we didn't lose than the fact that we won. And so there's challenges everywhere. Everyone's got their challenges. Every place has their own unique path to find victory. You can't just take it and be like, oh, well, this is what NDSU does. Let's do it here. Well, it doesn't always work there. It might, but it might not. And so everybody finds their own path. I think we're finding a good path. We just got to continue to keep making that path better so we can win at an even higher level.
I appreciate you sharing that. Most important question, where is the axe? Did you get to pick it up after the game, or is that just a players-only deal?
I actually did not touch it after the game. I got a picture with it. My family, because it'd been since 2018, since we'd have a family picture, so it was nice to see kind of the growth there. We've got it up in our team room. It's mounted on the wall. We've got a spot for it. So that got in there right after the game. It was awesome because we had some seniors from the last couple of years that texted me, great win, but they're like, we need a picture. Where is it? Let's make sure. So we got a picture to them right after the game. I thought that was really cool. That's important to the guys. And so it was good to be able to get that back for our alumni. I think it was a really big game. It was a big day for the Dragon football family.
Are you telling me your Christmas card is going to be your family with the axe, the Laqua Christmas card? Is that coming out for 2025? That'd be fantastic, first off.
Well, I don't know if you want to get me started on Christmas decorations. And,
I don't want to open up that. No.
I don't know if we need to be Scrooge here or what. These Christmas cards, that's another topic for me too. I don't know. We'll see.
I didn't know I was hitting a hot button issue there. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
We didn't have the whole family. Leah was playing volleyball.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Close to family. We had some grandparents. So I don't know. Maybe I don't call it good enough for a Christmas card. We'll see.
You got another potential record this weekend, which I know you know about, that Gage Florence is 5 away from setting the Division II record for most receptions in football history. Young man from Velva, North Dakota. Let's just take that into account now, Steve, that you're going to have history made on Saturday from a kid that was under-recruited and has become a star for you.
Yeah, well, I sure hope so. I hope we get to that point of him staying healthy and him getting catches. And, it'd be awesome. He's gotten this far in the journey. Let's say worst case scenario, it doesn't happen for whatever reason in these next 2 weeks. Phenomenal career, phenomenal kid. You just introing it there gives me goosebumps because it is. I'm a small town North Dakota kid, certainly nothing like Gage, but grew up just wanting to get to the next level, to play, to make a difference, to compete, to prove that you can do it on a bigger stage. He did it. Comes out of Velva, North Dakota, and he's doing it at the highest level of Division II and going to be one of the best all time, regardless of how the last 2 games pull out. Hopefully we can get those taken care of. We're keeping the same philosophy we always have. We don't set up specific things.
Come on, now you're calling the plays. Come on, you feed him the ball and be done with it.
We have plays where we want him to get the ball because we want to succeed, but we're not getting him the ball to get to the clicker, to get to the numbers. And so we're not going to do that. We're going to play the game how we play the game. And you know what? He'll keep doing what he's doing and working, and hopefully he gets the opportunity to get to that point.
We're going to hopefully talk with him after this happens. Has his mentality changed at all with this attention?
Zero. He's the same kid he was 4 years ago playing. He practices as hard as he does when he hadn't played a snap, and he's trying to prove himself that he should get playing time. He's one of the hardest working practice players, game players, weight room players that I've been around in 25 years. His competitive drive is at such a high level. He plays every rep so hard in practice. Like, there literally is no days off. I see him out there in practice against a scout team with no pads on, and this kid is diving all out, laying out for catches on Thursdays, and I'm cringing, going, "Oh gosh, just please be safe and get up and be healthy." But he doesn't know any other way to play. He's all in, and that's how he plays, and that's part of what makes him great.
Last thing before we go, we were talking about this before you came on. This is a big senior class. I know you keep it together for the most part, but this is an important class. I know they all are, but this one seems like a different group, at least to me on the outside. Describe your emotions for this on Saturday, this group that you're going to honor before the game.
There's a lot of history in this class, right? There's there's relationships in every class, and that's why it's gotten harder over the years because you really invest a lot of time. This group especially, for 4 years, these guys have been playing big roles in big games, and we've battled from 4 years ago, we weren't very good with this crew, to coming out and getting to 7 wins the next year and competing in some high-level games. So you've been through some things together. You see that, but look, it's a historic group of not just MSU all-time records, of NSIC records, national records. There's been a lot of great football individually, but there's been a lot of great football made together. And so I'm glad we got a chance to at least get to do it 2 more times. And it's a special group. Hopefully we can send them out the right way here to end it all off.
I appreciate the time as always. Good luck. Congratulations on getting the win on Saturday. And just you're aware of what Gage needs, right? This isn't going to be like what you had last week.
Well, I don't know if I'll be aware when he gets it. I know going in that he's 5 to get it. Like during the game, I'm not keeping track. So I'm sure they'll say something over the loudspeaker or whatever, but I don't know that Gage won't treat it any different either. He'll get up, give the ball back to the ref, and play the next snap, and we'll get rolling.
Yep. Good luck, bud. Thanks for the time. We'll talk next week, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
There you go. Steve Laqua joins us each and every Tuesday at 10:30. Dragons have Jamestown for their home finale Saturday at noon. I would keep, I know the Bison UND game going on. I'd keep your eyes peeled to that. To have a guy in our own backyard that's going to be the record holder for receptions in Division II football history, that's pretty cool stuff. And when he sets it, because he's going to do it this weekend, hopefully we'll have him on the show early next week to chat about that. And good luck to the Dragons coming up on Saturday. All right, we'll take our final break. We come back, we'll wrap things up, get you ready for a busy Sports Tuesday. We'll do that on the other side of the break.